hope this finds you well, or somewhat well. We're gonna tackle the unwell today, of course. It's been a while since we've done a class like this, because we had to have something give, right? In order to accommodate for some changes. Hope though that you can go back and take the other classes if you are really hurting and needing something. And I have a special request for glutes today. Also arms, we're going to tackle those, maybe a little bit of shoulders, and then I'd like to also tackle some hip work as well with those glutes. So let's get to it. I'm sure you remember, but tools, right there. So grab what you need. Oh, I forgot to give you the lacrosse balls, so let me give you those. Addie's with me this morning. Always fun to have her in the mix. If I go find them, oh yeah, I did, I got them. Give me a bag of tricks. There you go. Okay, let's get started. So, glutes can be the source of so much problem, so many problems, I should say. I'm just going to take both out. Tight glutes, tight hips. Sorry, tight glutes means tight hips, tight low back, even tight, then it extends into your quads, your hamstrings. It's all interconnected. So let's tackle that. Grab a ball, have a seat. This is the one you love to hate, right? I'm still so warm from last class, which if you didn't take the special class this morning, you need to. It was phenomenal. It was so much fun. If I do say so myself. Good. Lean into that side, let that leg chill out on the floor, and just do some reconnaissance. It is that tiny little muscle. It's literally this big, and it causes so many problems. I need to do more research as to why, because I like to know those things. I've just known that it's small and dangerous. Causes oodles of issues for being so tiny. Obviously, its significance is greater than its size, right? Good. Isn't that always the case? The little ones are the most fiery, the most intense. Oh, yes. Spend some time here. Get in there, dig a little. Eat, we run from pain. We do. I woke up with a headache in the middle of the night. I'm like, I can't teach class if this raging headache is happening. So I took some Advil. But what's the cause of that headache, right? It's easy to cover it up. So it got me to thinking, and I didn't want to think too much because I had to get up and take class, or teach class, but it's like, did I get enough water? Where am I tight? Why is my brain sending these signals? And why? What is the reason? Because your body is smart. Go ahead and butterfly. It tells you when there's trouble. If you don't listen to it, like I didn't apparently listen, that's what happens, right? Plus, the earlier times that started this past week, kicking my ass. I'm trying to get to bed earlier, and it's tough. When you get into a routine, and your body's clock is used to a certain time, it's not easy. However, I am waking up like the crack of dawn still, before my alarm goes off, so I don't know what that's about. Fun, right? Extend and bend that leg. With that leg extended, come on down to the elbow. Allow a little more intensity, more pressure, and just find it. I'm going circles. You can want, but let's tackle higher up. Oh my gosh. Ooh. And by higher up, I think you know what I meant. Just get that figure 4, because hello. From the movement navigates down and up. It doesn't stay in one spot, right? And funnily enough, oftentimes where the pain is located is not the source of the pain. It's so crazy. Yeah, it's a science that I actually want to know more about. Go ahead and extend that leg. For instance, if you're having knee issues, oftentimes, not every time, but often it's not because of where the pain is actually located. It's because of the back of the knee, or a tight quad, or a tight IT band. It's usually, and the trigger points are not located actually in the site of the pain. It's nuts. Yeah. Keep that leg extended. Come on down. Do some more work. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a love-hate relationship, right? But once you are done, that's where it is. It's like, oh, okay, that's why I did that. Because it just helps so much. It's crazy. All right, we're gonna come back up and tackle the figure 4, the dreaded figure 4. dying. Add any other movement you think you need in this position, and then we're going to go to the tropical islands again. Go ahead and melt into that ball like you'll get in a massage on a tropical beach. It even smells good. It smells like coconut. Super relaxing. It's like the perfect temperature. You're not getting goosebumps. It just feels incredible. Yeah, get in there. Let the magic happen. You can hear the waves crashing lightly. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Woo. We're going to give our lower half a bit of a break and head to the arms real quick, okay? Now, we do this often in our mobility class, but it never hurts to do so yet again. So have your seat on your heels. I've got something stuck on my pants. Sorry. I got it. Okay. So turning your hands toward your center and then pushing back without taking your shoulders into your ears, right? Push back into your fingertips. Oh, that's good stuff. Right there. And then as needed, slowly rotate back and forth. Good. Now, I do have a smaller ball in my bag, which I'm probably meant to grab. If you have something like that for the next few moves, go ahead and pause me and grab that, because it's going to be a little better of a tool than a bigger ball, okay? So turning your palms upward, same idea. Oh, stretch feels amazing. Good job. 3, 2, and 1. Rotate. And then, yeah, this should feel really good. We don't do these types of movements very much, and they're really kind of important. There it is. So, much smaller, more pointed, more able to get in and dig. Okay, I'm plenty cooled down now. Turn this off. So, let's start on one side. Now, there are so many grooves and valleys in your arms. There's like literally more bones in your hands and feet than the rest of your body in its entirety. There's so many, right? And all of those bones need to have connection pieces, otherwise they won't move properly. Addie or Ella came home, they're learning about how the finger works, and so it's a string that they have. They constructed a paper model, and then the string is connected to the front of the finger, and then you pull on the string and it makes the finger go down, right? So we have those strings inside of us, and that's what causes movement. I'm just taking the ball on the top of the arm and finding the grooves in the arms, and I'm doing a nice back and forth motion. Sometimes I Oh, it's like, send me to the moon. Send me to heaven, more like it. Oh, I found a spot. Dig in. The fast movement helps just break up that material, that stuck material. So get in there. Do what you gotta do, right? Okay, I'm moving towards more the underside of that forearm. And just finding the grooves. Again, if you've got a bigger ball, and it still works. Still works to get that stuff unstuck. Right? And then I'm taking it completely straight up and just working the entire inner side. Good. I'm not going to spend a ton of time here, but yeah. The other thing too is grip strength. You know, if you have lessening grip strength, it's a marker of aging. It's something that you can work on so that it does not decline as quickly as we like. And there's ways to do that. You can get one of those stress kind of ball things and just work on your grip strength that way, but also having some kind of twisting motion, even with a towel or a band, or sometimes you can purchase these rubber things that you can work on. They assist with tennis elbow, and then you can go reverse direction. But even doing this motion, I can feel all those muscles working, right? Real quick, before we move to the bicep, take and hug that ball. See if it makes a difference, slight difference. Kind of like what we do with the knee chew. Just holding it in place, and then I'll pull in just to try and tackle anything that's right around that joint. Holding it on the inside and just up and down real quick. Good. Okay. I don't know about you, but this week, holy cow, biceps have been sore. It started after I did yard work on Sunday, and it's never gotten 100%. I was just building on top of the sore all week. So again, finding those grooves, just dig in. Wow, so good, so good, so good. Making your way up. Shoulder complex is a complex thing. It's called that for a reason. There's so many working parts. The ball and socket, just like the hip, it's unlike the hip. It has more range of motion, right? The fact that you can go full 360, both, across the front of the body and behind the body, that's an incredible thing. So, but that also can mean that you eventually, things can go wrong, right? Shoulder area, holy smokes, and my arm is starting to feel the slow burn from putting that pressure on, so I'm going to just take my opposite hand and push in to provide some more leverage. Just getting the top there, good. Whew. but just dig in lightly. Find the spots that talk to you. I'm even going to go to top that little pocket right there in between the collarbone and the start of the shoulder, and just dig. Grab my other ball and work the pecs, because again, all connected. These muscles here go right and have an insertion point into the shoulder. So if you're doing a bunch of push-ups, if you're doing, chest press, and your shoulders are pulling forward because you're tight, that's not good, right? Everything needs to be pulled back. Plus, if you're sitting at all for work, or just have really poor posture because your core is not, engaged, that's going to cause problems too. So this area needs to be taken care of just as much as any other. And we forget, right? Oh yeah, and remember that pec is like a fan. So the fingers represent the muscles, and then your wrist represents the shoulder, where it's all connected. So get in there. I like to go in that triangle in between each groove. Good. Awesome. Okay. Now we'll get to a wall in just a second, but before we do, let's tackle the other side. Triceps are really difficult, so scratch that. Let's get our triceps real quick. I think the other block is in the closet. Just double check. Yeah, it's got to be in the closet. So we're going to utilize the block real quick to get the triceps, and then we'll switch to the other side. So go ahead and come to your side. Hold the ball in place, and then just find it. Oh yeah. What the? I'm just finding it and then kind of hanging out there. Because, ow. And then slowly move toward the armpit. not cold, you're not hot. Yeah, that's the way to go. Good. All right, we're turning that hand over and getting the inside forearm. Bicep can be involved in pulling, if it's so tight, it can pull certain tendons out of place, which can then begin to impinge on the nerves, cause incredible pain. And actually, what I'm learning is that women, as we age, of course, our estrogen slowly begins to dissipate. And our whole lives, from the moment we are created in our mother's womb, estrogen receptors exist in every part of our body. And as we age and that estrogen, like I said, dissipates, your body has sometimes troubles adjusting. And the symptoms that ensue are things like shoulder impingement. You never would have had a shoulder issue previously. Suddenly you can't even roll over in bed. It's so bad. So fun, right? But our body has to adjust. We have to find how to manage that estrogen depletion. There are ways about it, but just know you're not crazy for feeling that way. Things don't work the same way when your body's adjusting to that depletion. Even your brain has to rewire. It's nuts. That's the research that I'm finding is coming out. It's not fair, but it is life. And there is hope on the horizon, right? You can find relief and life that is full of vitality and health even through that journey. It is possible. I've heard and seen that it's possible. I myself am starting that journey, and so here's to trying to get through that with bells on. I'll do a few more, just nice gingerly navigating that tight area, right? Not as much fat and tissue there. It's more bone structure. It's good stuff. Okay, into the pec. On the arms. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. I know putting pressure on the other side actually works the actual muscles you just help to release. So I get it. It's like a catch-22 right here. Oh, it's better to get a massage on the beach. Good. Oh. Big inhale. Send some nice oxygenated blood to that region, and let's get the hips so we can be done and on our way. We're going to tackle the side hip, okay, top of the glutes. It's yummy. I'm being facetious, of course. Top of the glute. Oh yeah. Up and down. Top side of the glute, I should say. Good. And if you can, and then your body lets you, a little small bend and straighten. Push through that bent leg foot to just dig in. Oh, we forgot the tricep, didn't we? We'll get that in a second. Ooh, circles are doing some justice here. Oh. What the hey? Can try and relax. I'm gonna lay down on my head on the block. Oh my gosh. Three, two, and one. Roll off. Oh my gosh. Okay. Before we head, actually let's tackle this and then the other side, the side glute. Let's get the tricep first. Okay, so right here. Okay. Yeah. Therefore, your lat is involved as well. Good. 3, 2, and 1. If you need more time in any of these areas, please take it. You don't need to follow my particular pace. But we are moving to the top of the glute. If you want to join in, you can always pause me and stay where you need to longer. Oh my gosh, every time. Every time. Whatever you need, I've got circles going on, I've got up and down, using that top leg foot to push into that hip, that high glute and hip. Good. Side to side works too. Just get what you need from this. It's a hurt, definitely a hurt so good. Take me to the beach. That song, Take Me to Church, Take Me to the Beach. That can be my church today. that psoas. Now, if you've taken class with me before, you know, you've heard me say it, the crisscross muscle in your body that connects from your front to your back. Let's tackle it now. So both balls underneath you, starting nice and high, underneath that first rib, laying down right on top. Little side to side wiggle of your hips. Curl your toes under and push forward and back as well. Good. And now you can manually move the balls, or you can push forward in that position. And again, side to side. Just another inch down is what I'm looking for. Curl your toes under if they're not, and forward and back. Again, side to side, and a nice lift of the leg added into the mix. Just 4, and then again, either manually move down or roll up. Side to side. Ooh, just pushing those organs around, that's all. It's probably good for your digestion as well. Good. Curl your toes under and rock up and down. Oh, you can even do circles. Good. Lift a leg, lift the other leg. 4 times. 4 is just the number I'm choosing. Feel free to do however many you need. Moving down once more. We are right to the left and right of your belly button at this point, maybe, depending on where your belly button is located. You can push into your hands a little bit, add some more leverage, and get a little side to side. If you would prefer to stay down, that's fine too. Just know that the more leverage you give, the deeper you go, right? Curl your toes under, up and down. Little reminder that you're probably going to go a little more inward and onto the bladder because of the pelvic bone. It just doesn't feel good to roll on bone, right? And lifting the leg. Good. All right, another move down. Here's where you kind of have to go a little bit more inward. Oh yeah. Here's where it starts to get a little more real. Feeling it. Whew. Good. Toes under, pushing forward and back. Lift the legs. And another inch down. Now it's like definitely on the bladder if you have to go potty. I'm sorry. Little side to side. Pushing up and down. Oh, but for whatever reason, right here is one of the tightest areas for me anyway. So I definitely needed this. So I'm feeling some tightness in my low back. Oftentimes, you know, your glutes can cause low back tightness, but your psoas is almost always the culprit. Go ahead and lift and lower the legs. And now, if you are not already there, let's just head to the hip flexor, right where you fold, okay? And just push up and down into those toes, side to side. I like to lift my upper body a little bit higher so that there's more leverage that way. Pull your elbows closer to your body as well to do so. We're going to spend a little extra time here. Good. Get wherever you need. Sometimes you can have someone else come and press on your back side to really push in and give you that extra little something that you cannot get with just your body weight alone. So if you need to call someone over to do that, do it. I mean, you're already here, right? You might as well. Good. Okay. I'm trying to get the full length. I'm going all the way to the edge of both sides, almost where the ball is going to pop out from underneath you. Just really digging in. I'm doing circles. And awesome. Go ahead and relax. Pull out from underneath you. And we are going to finish out with a nice, my favorite, roll of the backside. Which feels so good to finish off this way. So flipping over. Just rolling everything for your head and neck. Lifting your hips off the floor. Full length of the back. It's again one of those things where it's like, why wouldn't I do this more often? I don't know. Good. Oh, amazing. Now I am a little bit tighter down low, so I'm going to focus on that area. Take my arms back behind. And just lean into one side. A little QL work right here. Staying on that side and just rocking back and forth. Good. Switching sides. You can certainly do this with a ball and a block like we have in the past. If you need more, feel free to take some time and do it. It's never going to be too much. I mean, some people will bruise themselves doing certain like heavier duty foam rollers or like a hypervolt, something like that. But for the most part, you really cannot go wrong with this. It's always going to be helpful to yourself. Okay, one more roll. Oh. Drop your hips, open up your chest. Oh, so good. And then roll all the way down to where the rollers behind the head. Let your hands and feet go to that beach. You just finished your massage. They've transplanted you to a hammock. The sun is warm, the water is lapping Just 3 things in this moment. Breathe out anything that is trying to get you to go back to that place of complaining and hanging on. Just exhale it all and breathe in thankfulness. 3, 2, and 1. Hang out here as long as you need on that beautiful travel